Hi, this is Rusty Turner, and I'm the editor of the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Like many of you, I've been watching the HBO TV series True Detective, which was filmed right here in Northwest Arkansas. And, like many of you, I've spent a lot of time trying to identify the familiar places in each episode. I've spent as much time doing that as I have trying to figure out what happened to those poor Purcell kids. With the finale coming up on Sunday, we thought it might be fun to visit several of the local sites where the show was filmed and tell you a little bit about them in real life. Just a little bit of a warning, we'll talk about a few plot points here and there, but we're not going to do any major spoilers. And since the finale hasn't aired, I can't ruin the ending for anyone anyway. So if you'll come along, we'll visit a few spots and talk a little bit more about True Detective. Anyone who's spent even a little time in downtown Fayetteville knows about Hugo's, that cool retro-style basement restaurant on Block Street, just north of the downtown square. When the announcement was made that Season 3 of True Detective would be filmed in our region, most of us figured this place had to make an appearance, and it did in Episode 1 when the show's protagonist, Wayne Hayes, meets with his boss to discuss the baffling murder-kidnapping case that serves as the backdrop for the show. In real life, Hugo's is a popular lunch spot for downtowners in Fayetteville, a favorite hangout for Razorback alumni who are in town for a sporting event, or just a cool place to hang out on a Friday or Saturday night and have a drink. Hugo's has been around since 1977 and remains one of the most popular spots in Northwest Arkansas. The popular Fayetteville restaurant, Herman's, was another likely contender for a shooting location when the show announced it was coming to Northwest Arkansas. Herman's iconic white stone walls and red roof make it one of the most visible and memorable businesses along College Avenue in North Fayetteville. It's been in business since 1964. The interior of Herman's in the show was made recognizable by a large aquarium as Wayne and his future wife Amelia share a drink at the bar early in their relationship. Cornell Hall, here on the University of Arkansas campus, has served many purposes in the more than 100 years it's been here. It's been a dormitory, housing for Greek organizations, classrooms, and office space. Now it's an on-campus hotel and fine dining establishment called Ella's, staffed by UA students. In the show, Wayne and Amelia have their first date here at Ella's, though it seems to be a little strained. The two end up together, but the awkward conversation foreshadows trouble to come. Truth be told, there was a time when many thought Cornell Hall wouldn't be around to have a supporting role in a show like this. In the early 1990s, there were plans to tear it down. But community opposition and some creative planning came up with a plan to save the old building and turn it into this fine hotel that it is today. There were several scenes in True Detective filmed here on the University of Arkansas campus, including one in front of Old Main that you see behind me. Old Main's the oldest building on campus, completed in 1875. It too was in danger of being torn down at one point. It was actually closed for about 5 years in the 80s as the university tried to decide whether to renovate it or tear it down. But a huge renovation project led to the building you see now, which was reopened in 1991. In the show, True Detective, we know that Wayne Hayes and his daughter Rebecca are estranged, but we don't know why. A flashback here at the University of Arkansas shows that they were on good terms, at least when she entered college. We don't know what happened. We should find that out Sunday night when the series wraps up on HBO. A quaint but popular haunt for Fayetteville book lovers is Nightbird Books, here at the corner of Dixon and Church Streets. This little shop plays a very important role in the show True Detective as a small-town bookshop that hosts a reading for Amelia Hayes. She's the wife of our main character, Wayne Hayes, and she's written a book about the baffling case of the Purcell children. Her work on the book has created a lot of tension in her marriage, and it's during a reading that a long-forgotten potential suspect, the elusive Mr. June, reappears. His reappearance prompts Wayne to work even harder to get to the truth of the matter. In real life, Nightbird Books is a very, very popular bookshop. It hosts book club meetings on a regular basis, and you can check those out on its website. The Hannas Candle Company factory in East Fayetteville plays the part of Hoyt Foods, a processing plant owned and operated by a powerful family in the True Detective universe. Several exterior scenes show characters coming and going from the factory as the mystery of what happened to the Purcell children deepens. It is here we get the sense that there's a conspiracy regarding what really happened to the kids, and hints at the involvement of the powerful, wealthy Hoyt family. Hannas Candles makes scented candles and other home fragrance products, and it was founded in 1987. That's that's that. One of Springdale's most popular restaurants is Susan's. It boasts Southern comfort food and breakfast until 2 p.m. And if you plan to come by for breakfast on a Saturday morning in the fall before a Razorback game, you might have to wait a while for a table. Or you could settle for one of the swivel chairs at the counter. And that's what we see in True Detective in the second episode. An early suspect in the show's central crime is having a bite to eat here, and, well, Wayne Hayes, our main character, the detective, and his partner Roland meet up with him and take him to an old abandoned barn for an off-the-record interrogation. Turns out that the man they meet here is not really a suspect, but we do find out just how far Wayne and Roland are willing to go to solve the crime. One of the most recognizable landmarks along Interstate 40 in west central Arkansas is the cooling tower for Arkansas Nuclear 1, the state's only nuclear-powered energy generation facility. Located along the Arkansas River near Russellville, the plant's 2 reactors came online in 1974 and 1980. In True Detective, the cooling tower only makes a brief appearance in the background as detectives Wayne and Roland travel to Russellville to check out a new lead. There are a number of other places in the area where True Detective scenes were filmed, like the UA Global Campus on the Fayetteville Square, the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 3031 in Rogers, the Waffle House in Rogers, the Our Lady of the Ozarks Shrine in Winslow, Yellow Rock Trail in Devil's Den, and the Observation Tower near Huntsville. Also the American Legion Post in Lincoln, A to Z Variety Store in Fort Smith, Mountainburg Schools, and several others. There's also a number of scenes filmed in local neighborhoods and homes. And who could miss the Christ of the Ozarks from Eureka Springs in the show's opening credits? There may be a few more we don't know about yet that will be revealed in Sunday night's finale. We hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of the True Detective locations in Northwest Arkansas. My thanks to Ben Goff for doing the video and sound work. I'm Rusty Turner, editor of the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Thanks for watching.